G'day folks, welcome to Big VTV. Great to have you with us. Division 1 men and women, and I've got to tell you, we really don't give a stuff about any of the games whatsoever.
Why?
Well, he doesn't.
Why?
Melbourne won in the AFL.
Yeah, go D's.
It's the
Finally.
first time he's had a smile on his face in like...
First time I've seen them win live in 3 years, mate, so
It's rough, isn't it?
Mate, he went to the game Sunday, he didn't get home till Tuesday morning.
it's not far from the truth.
How does it feel?
Oh, it feels bloody fantastic.
What did I go for Geelong?
Hey, look, we've got to put up with him every week, and he is down in the air.
It's like Eeyore.
Mate, this week all of a sudden he's talking about going skiing in Colorado and getting his Jeep out and
Yep.
Range Rover, all that sort of
We're
stuff.
back.
Let's have a look at D1 men's shot. We do care about the games.
We're at
D1
Bulleen.
men.
We're at Bulleen, by the way.
We are at Bulleen.
We're at Templestowe Leisure Centre.
I tell you what, they're up and about state champ men at the moment.
Oh, they are. But you know what I like about it? Appleby International.
Yep.
I'm actually player sponsored by Appleby Real Estate in Bayswater, so
Oh, so there's a connection there, is there?
yeah, that's right.
So you're building up your sponsor. It's all about you today, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's not about your team, but we'll talk about them more in a moment, shall we? Southern Peninsula 71 went down to Latrobe City 77. Last week, Latrobe City, the Perm came in, they were terrible. They've had a couple of sessions on the court at training. All of a sudden, they've had a really big weekend, Latrobe City.
They're going to be up there. Don't you
I think
worry
they
about
will
that.
too. The Perm now settled in. Jordan Canavan, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. The Perm, 20 and 14. Manny Hendricks, 28, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Ryan Tyndall, 20 and 16. Good win energy.
It's a huge win to the energy, and I think when you look at Southern Penn, I know they bounced back later in the round, but I think probably most people expected them to be up in those top 2 or 3, and it's not quite happening for them at the moment.
McKinnon 68 went down to Hawthorn 82. Hawthorn, I've been on their bandwagon since day one, so have you. You wrote them off, you copped it between the eyes, you got slapped across the grill, mate.
I've said from the start, just to see.
But you saw them
as long
firsthand.
as you have.
You saw them firsthand.
A great team.
I think
Really
the story
good team.
coming out of it was how good Daniel McClellan is.
Yeah, he's
I think
beast.
he had 26 points, 18 boards. He's so athletic, and he just couldn't be stopped. He was just unbelievable.
Can I put this out there? Daniel McLennan, who I think is a very, very good player, if he was playing in a team that wasn't collectively so unselfish, because to me, Hawthorn are the essence of team.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just
spot
work
on.
together, they share the love, they
They're
share
intense as.
they do it by committee.
Yep.
If he was in a team where he had to be the central figure week in, week out, he'd be going at 30 and 20, mate.
Yeah,
he would
probably,
be
yeah.
dominating. He's still he's getting great numbers at Hawthorn, but he doesn't need to do that because he's got so many players around him.
They're tough, and they're all up on the bench, going crazy the whole game. They're intense. You can tell they're playing hard for each other. They're going to be hard to stop.
Yeah, they're a phenomenal team. Phenomenal team.
Daniel McLennan, as we said, 26 and 18. Jay Allen, 13 points in this game. Zane Allen, 17 points for McKinnon. He had a pretty good weekend, actually. Marcus Timmins, 12 and 13. Moses Adepoju, 12 and 12. We didn't quite get down to the next tier, young man. I think you hit 11. Sorry, mate.
Just missed out.
Missed out.
First
Could've
loss of
just
the
snuck
season.
it in.
First loss of the season for McKinnon.
Yeah.
And word out of the den down at Bentley, banged up at the moment.
Yeah.
Banged up,
They only
bruised,
suited up
battered.
8 players for the game.
What's the go, mate? Where is everyone?
Well, yeah, we are banged up. We had 8 players. Jared O'Shaughnessy was OS for the week.
What, just took off?
He's working.
Just jumped on a plane, just
in-
took off, had enough.
He's in New
Hit 6
Zealand.
triples the week before and said, I'm out
see
of
you
here.
later.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
And the youth guys couldn't fill in because they were up in Bendigo. So, we just had the 8 guys and we had to battle through. We fell short, but we'll be all right.
Now, I noticed something on the weekend, and I don't know that anyone else has noticed it. Big Chili Willie, Big Billy, what's his name?
Yeah,
Billy Harrison.
Cal.
Is he okay? Is everything all right with him?
No, look, I don't think he's 100%.
But I mean above the shoulders. Is he okay?
Yeah.
Is he all right? He seems a little bit confused at the moment.
Why?
Well, because on live stats on Saturday, he was listed as Cale Harrison.
Oh.
On live stats on Sunday, he was listed as William Harrison.
Just wants to keep everyone
Is
on
he
their
okay,
toes.
or is he a little bit confused about who he is and where
Just
he's
his
going?
It's
Or
just his alias. It's all right.
did you notice that?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Sunbury 85 finally get their first win. They defeat Melbourne Uni 78. Corey Collier 22 points. Gavin Mitchell 17. Jay Boyle 16. Good win for the Jets. Stephen Pomerson 18. Nicholas Masunda 16. Tim Clark 11 and 15. Not a good start to the weekend, as we'll find out from Melbourne Uni, but well done, Jets.
Oh, it's fantastic to see them get their first win. Their first few games of the season, they were quite competitive. Then they sort of dropped off a bit, and then I didn't expect them to get this win. Well done to everyone at Sunbury.
I reckon there's a bit of pressure on the Black Angels at the moment.
Well,
There he is.
we'll get to that after the Sunday
Okay,
game.
you guys obviously know a bit more than me. Mildura 97 defeated Altona 76. It's about 2 players. No disrespect to anyone else at Mildura.
No.
And after all, Erskine was playing his 776th game on the weekend.
Yeah.
Well done on 450.
Congratulations.
That's a massive effort.
a lot of
Kelvin
points.
Henry, 42 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 5 blocks. He didn't hit enough triples for me. Like, really, he did everything else.
Really, he's a bit one-dimensional.
Terrell
Just a
Bell,
scorer.
17 points, 16 rebounds, 10 assists. We probably, on average, only get about 4 or 5 triple doubles per season. This guy's got the ability to get about 5 alone this season, I reckon.
Yeah.
He is a gun. Craig Martin, 18 and 15 for the Gators. Kelvin Henry and Terrell Bell, they're superstars.
Well, they are. We knew Calvin Henry's pedigree, obviously last season for Frankston in their CABL, and he was an all-star in that competition. So in Division 1 men and Big V level, he's going to be pretty strong. And Terrell Bell's coming up for the first time pretty well straight out of college, I think, and he's amazing.
What I think is going to be really interesting is when Mildura come out and say play a team like Hawthorn that are quite deep. You look at Mildura at the moment. After those 2 imports that are fantastic, their stats levels drop right off.
Yep.
Like they are a bunch of young kids running
Yep.
around with them. So when they come out and they maybe play, your Hawthorns and those teams that have a bit more
That'd be
depth,
the real
it will
test.
be really interesting if they come out and beat them. Well, easily, good luck. The title's pretty much theirs. But it's just going to be interesting to see when
Yep.
they've got to go a bit deeper than 2 players, how they're going to play.
How do you reckon James Madigan's going teaching these young players? I reckon he's teaching them 2 really important things in their game right now.
Yeah.
First one is,
Give the ball to Calvin.
and the second one is,
Give the ball to Terrell.
I reckon that's spot on, 100%.
You can't blame him though.
There's the learning going on at Mildura right now.
Right, now,
Option
guys.
number 3, always
Pass, get
refer
out
to
of the
1
way.
and 2. That's exactly right. I don't think he'll be teaching them anything else.
No,
So this is how
okay,
to bounce
mate.
pass into the post to Calvin, and this is how to swing the ball to Terrell.
Nice, like it.
Yeah.
Warrnambool 80.
They call Terrell Bell Tinkerbell, by the way.
Do they?
Yeah.
And do you know the scary part about all of that?
What?
You read my mind 100%.
I know.
That's
We've
really
been doing
scary.
this a little bit
Says
too
a lot
long.
about the 2 of you.
That's right. Warrnambool 80 went down to Geelong 103. Seahawks helped in this game by a 38-point last quarter. So
Yeah.
it was a 23-point margin. It was a fair bit more than that heading
Yep.
into the last. Ben McCauley 17, Stephen Wyzak 16. Stephen Wyzak's having a good season
Yep.
at the moment. Tim Gainey 29. He's doing a lot of work for Warrnambool. Good win, Supercats.
Yep, strong win. Warrnambool, it's going to be a long year for them, but they knew that. And Geelong, just like they
Bounced back.
really
They've had a good weekend.
That is a
Going
big
into it,
win.
yeah.
That is a big win.
Warrandyte 72 went down to Chelsea 75. Venom have lost 3 in a row right now, and the pressure is on them. The heat is on Warrandyte. We expected better, and they haven't delivered so far. Have not delivered.
Scathing.
No,
Oh, it's true.
you're spot on. You look at.
I'd
their
say it
list,
about any other team.
You look at their list; they should be a top 2, top
Yep.
3 side. Yep.
Pressure's on them right now. Chelsea's 21-8 second quarter was decisive. The Venom missed 5 shots to win the game in the last minute.
Oh, you'd be
missed 5
spewing.
shots in the last
Spewing.
minute.
Spewing.
Butter Johnson wasn't in this game, by the way. He's got a
Yeah.
broken hand, chipped a bone at training,
Wow, so,
so
it
he
took
could
them
be
so long to get him in, and then one game, and geez.
He could be out
That's-
for a few. Darren Best 26 and 9, Nick Richards 16, Johnny Lee, his best game of the season, he dominated, had 19, James Hicks 18 and 9. Venom at home this week, they have got to turn it around.
They do. Who have they got?
Craigie Byrne, I think.
And look, I know, I don't think that was too bad an outcome for Warrandyte. To me, the props go to Chelsea. They've had Butter Johnson, who's was the big marquee player for them, play 1 game this season, and they're undefeated at 5 or 6 and zip, and they just keep getting the job done. Like, they're legit Chelsea.
When you say not too bad an outcome,
because I really rate Chelsea. So
it's a win or a loss.
No, it's not.
rubbish.
Right now, for a team that went in losing a couple in a row,
Yeah.
you got to get that next win.
Yeah, but I
you
think
can
that-
have good efforts. Don't get me wrong. You
Yeah.
can have good
Which you had.
performances,
Which you
but
had.
you've got to get that win to get
I agree.
that
I
feeling
think the
back.
pressure's on them to get the win this week, but I
It's
think
getting dire.
compared to a couple of the other results that were pretty ordinary, I think at least they know they've pushed arguably
Yep.
one of the better teams.
Yep, sure.
And almost got the job done.
But you know yourself, you've had a couple of losses on the weekend.
Yep.
You've got to get that winning feeling back.
That's right.
There's the big, there's
Lucky
a
they're
big.
playing Mildura this week.
Oh, are you? Yeah, okay, maybe not this week anyway. Melbourne Uni, Southern Penn. I've neglected to put the score in there, but Southern Penn got up and got the win. Black Angels lose 2 games on the weekend. Sharks bounce back. They lost on the Saturday night. They were actually down by 3 at the last break, 26-14 last quarter, so they stormed home. Manny Hendricks 22-9. Dave Hankin 18 points.
His best game for the Sharks.
Agreed. Thomas Stevens 18. Nicholas Masunda 16 for Melbourne Uni. Pressure on the Black Angels. You spoke about it a moment ago. Speak up, young man.
Yeah, look, especially in that conference, we thought that maybe the Black Angels would be one of the top teams with some of the recruits that they got. They look reasonably deep and they got a number of contributors from around the place, but they just haven't put it together yet. I don't know if it's it's just a chemistry thing and it's going to happen as the team begins to gel, but for the time being, they're digging themselves a big hole at 2 and 6. So
and they're competitive. They're in most of these games for the majority of the game, and they're just falling short. Like when I saw what Andrew Walker had put together of his roster, Melbourne Uni being a bit of a unique situation, sort of taking players from sort of everywhere. I thought they'd put a really good, solid roster together that'd make the top 4 in that conference. And at the moment, they're just falling further and further behind.
I've got some advice for them. I know how to turn things around at Melbourne Uni.
what's that?
So do I.
No, look, I know how to turn things around. What were you going to say?
Throw a toga party.
Well, they are doing that, aren't they? Isn't that coming
They're
up?
having a toga night.
Well, I was going to go a step further. You're not far off it. Melbourne Uni, if you want to turn things around down there, nothing beats a dawn party.
Yeah.
Just get a dawn party going on a Saturday night, get the daiquiris out, the VBs, all that sort of stuff.
That's going to be, it's just with togas on.
Everyone's going to be
fantastic.
I think you're going to represent the league, so I'd love to see you in a toga.
I haven't confirmed that at the moment, so just let's know. I haven't
We'll get pictures. We'll put them
I haven't
on Facebook.
confirmed
And they've got,
that at the
they've got a well-known NBL player heading down there too. So
Yes.
they,
Who's
haven't,
that?
they haven't uncovered that
No,
yet.
it's a mystery. You find out on the night.
Okay,
No, I think
fair
they
enough.
find out before that. But yeah. I think it's good.
Latrobe City 74 defeated McKinnon 66. Energy 2 great wins on the weekend. McKinnon 2 losses on the weekend. Down on players again. Kelvin Reese 19 and 7. Jordan Canavan 18. Marcus Timmins 18 and 18. I think he played every minute, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
for
So
both
did Zane.
games.
Zane Allen 15 minutes. Moses copped a neck injury in this
Yeah,
game.
he copped an elbow and his body was sort of seized up a bit and he couldn't feel his hands and feet. So he
That's a
got.
big body too, by the way.
It is. He got carted off to a hospital.
All okay?
Yeah, all okay. He had a CT scan and it was all clear. So he, I think he came home last night. I think so.
Can
but
you
it was pretty
organise
late.
some flowers for him from us?
I did think about that, but he probably knocked me out.
Quick
Well,
point.
it's good to hear that he's okay, by the way.
Interesting stat for Latrobe City. That's the first time in 3 years they've won both games on a double weekend.
Ooh.
Good stat.
Yep.
Ooh, I tell you what, first time in a few years the McKinnons lost both games on a double weekend, I reckon. Blackburn 90 defeated Camberwell 62. Now, I think I tipped Camberwell to win and you two guys went Blackburn.
Yep.
Kudos to you.
I just we keep saying it with Camberwell. You've got Breyer, Lynch and Lowry that are pretty much playing 40 minutes every game.
Yeah.
There's no depth at all. Blackburn, they like to run, they like to get up and down the floor, and they would have just ran them off their legs, I think.
Yep.
So, well done Blackburn. They've had a few tight losses so far to start the season, but they're a really good side and not one that shouldn't be underestimated.
First win for the Vikes. Dragons slumping at the
win.
moment. Nick George 22 points, Chris Lynch 29 and 10. Chris Lynch certainly did his bit.
Yep.
29 of 62. Geelong 89 defeated Craigieburn 72. Good weekend for the
Certainly
Supercats.
is.
49 to 29 second half. 46 turnovers in this game. Stephen Wyzak, as I said, having a good season. 18 points. Dion Smith 18. Eric Miraflores had 23 points for Craigieburn. Wasn't enough. Well done, Geelong.
And Geelong jumped from 1 and 2 up to third on the ladder at 3 and 2, so that was a huge weekend for the Supercats.
Yeah, big jump. Nice step.
Is the coach going away this season? Has he got a
Probably.
mid- has he got a
I don't know if he's
mid-season
going
break?
away,
'cause
I'm going away.
He might make you over
Oh, I
there
should
again.
have a chat with him. We'll tee up for the same hotel. Rounding out round 5, Whittlesea 105 defeated Warrnambool 85. Damon Ashworth 18 and 10 for the Pacers. Michael Petretti 17. Jason Dirk 17. Brandon Macklin 26 and 13. Tim Gainey 22 and 10 for the Seahawks. Obviously Macklin and Tim Gainey are doing the bulk of the work there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a bunch of kids, a bit like Mildura in a
Yeah.
way, but Whittlesea, full credit to them. 105 points. They can score. They can
And
fill
that's
it
what
up
their,
quick.
their import, Jabil Banks, unfortunately went down and he's
Yeah.
out now, and they've still keep winning.
Yep,
so
if they
that's
can
good.
stay afloat without him, they're going to be doing well. They got some good players.
Terrell Ladder.
Yes, Mildura 5-0, Whittlesea 5-1, Geelong 3-2, Altona 3-3, top 4. Craigieburn 2-3, Melbourne Uni 2-6, Sunbury 1-5, and Warrnambool 0-7.
Watson Ladder.
Hawthorn 5 and zip, Chelsea 6 and zip, McKinnon are 4 and 2, Latrobe City 4 and 3, Southern Penn 3 and 3, Warren Dighton 2 and 4, Blackburn 1 and 3, Camberwell falling behind the pace at 1 and 5.
Question without notice. Who's been the biggest surprise so far? Who's been the biggest disappointment so far?
Mildura have been my biggest surprise. I know their imports are really good, but with the youth movement, I think they've at 5-0 they've been my biggest surprise.
My biggest surprise would be Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
6 and zip. And the reason I say Chelsea is even though they've put together, a good squad, they haven't had a winning mentality over the last couple of years, and all of a sudden they've developed this killer instinct, win, 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 and they're 6 and zip.
And you know what? Off court, they're getting the biggest crowds they've had in ages. They've got cheerleaders at their games now. They've got kids dressed up in seagull mascots running around, flapping their wings and stuff. There's a real buzz
Picking
around
up the
club.
chips off the floor,
Absolutely.
that sort of stuff.
There's a buzz around
good.
the club, and great work to Chelsea. So
Biggest
it's great.
disappointment so far?
It's got to be Warrandyte.
Yeah, I think I'm with you at the moment too. They need to turn things around very, very quickly. What are you apologising for?
Because it's felt
Mate, don't apologise. No, mate. It's a game.
Not
We
turn around.
pump up teams when they're doing well and we sink the boots in when they're not. And that's where they're at the moment.
That's true.
Round 6, Saturday, Southern Penn, Mildura.
That's going to be an absolute cracker.
Mildura win.
But I think Mildura by 10.
I tell you what, about 11 o'clock on Saturday night, if Mildura get up and win this game, if you head down to Rosebud Foreshore, you might just see the plum dash. You might just see a dash along.
They've got a
Rosebud
game the next
Foreshore.
day.
James is all about team spirit.
He is he very much.
Is that a Nirvana song?
Well, yeah, something like that. Yeah, but he may just, I don't know. Just all I'm saying is Rosebud Foreshore could have some exciting action about 11 o'clock Saturday night.
Chelsea, Melbourne Uni.
Who are you going for in that game, by the way?
I said Mildura. Chelsea,
Going
Melbourne
Mildura,
Uni.
Mildura?
Yeah.
He's winning out Chelsea. Chelsea will win.
Chelsea for me.
Geelong, Camberwell.
Geelong.
Me too.
Geelong.
Warrnambool, Hawthorn.
Hawthorn.
Whittlesea, Altona.
Whittlesea.
Yeah. Warrandyte, Craigieburn.
Warrandyte will bounce back.
It's time.
If Warren, and no disrespect to Craigieburn, because we know they've got a couple of wins since coming up from Div 2, if you guys can't get the job done this weekend, you're done.
Well, maybe we've got to go spend some time down by the Yarra. Maybe we're going to have another brisk morning
I thought you were going to say
You know what,
spend some money.
There was a nice coffee shop next to that river we went down to last time.
Oh yeah, that
maybe
was
that's-
nice.
Unless he's got to dress up as...
Robin
Ooh,
Hood.
yeah, well, that's another show. Look, I think Warrandyte get up and get that. It's desperate
I think
times
you're
at the
right
moment.
too. McKinnon, Mildura.
I think Mildura.
Mildura for mine. I
Dude.
think you guys will struggle to hold Tinkerbell and Big Cal. It's going to be Big Cal v Small Cal. It's going to be good, isn't it? Camberwell, Sunbury.
Camberwell.
Camberwell.
I think they'll get it.
I like Sunbury.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're up now.
Oh, I just think getting that first win, the
That's really
Jets,
good.
I like Sunbury.
Craigieburn, Latrobe City.
Listen to you, will ya? He's going, come on, get out of here.
Bloody hell. We haven't even done
Latrobe City,
yet.
Latrobe City for me.
Latrobe City.
Latrobe City. Blackburn, Geelong.
Well, the head says Geelong.
I'm going
Blackburn will be up and about.
We're going Blackburn.
I think
because Geelong play the night before.
I think Geelong.
No.
D1 women, here we go. Mildura 64 defeated Altona 49. Altona were in this game for a long way, it must be said.
Which
a
is great.
long way. Mildura 27-13, third quarter broke it open. Heat had 27 turnovers.
Still won.
Won the rebounds 59-34. Samantha Zock, good
Oh,
game.
Zock.
13
Yeah,
points.
There's that name again in Mildura.
23 rebounds. They're a pretty small family, the Zocks, aren't they? Bang their head on the backboard. Crystal Whittington, 13 and 13. Ash Patterson, 11 points for Altona. You've got to remember, Altona were coming off a 46
Yeah, I think Altona
point loss.
to go up to Mildura and be competitive as long as they were, I think for a young squad that was a pretty decent effort.
Be a good, nice old test for them. A few lessons learned for Altona.
definitely.
On the road for a
Yeah.
young team. It's good.
Especially out at night as well.
right.
No Brook rule for Mildura, by the way.
Okay.
Hawthorn 67, defeated Latrobe City 48. Great win, Hawthorn, considering the week before I think they scored in the
36
30s.
and 32.
There you go.
That's
so
better.
it's a lot
It's more
better.
like it.
Energy now have lost their
Wow.
last 4 games.
He was the start of the season after round 1 when they come out and won. They
Beat
beat Altona
Altona
by 40 points. I was like, oh, they're my Smoky to win the whole thing. I think this is the team that we probably need to put a bit of pressure on in the women's
Well, put
competition.
some pressure on them
You know,
right now.
Look, they haven't been at full strength, but they've still got.
Are
some
they
really
going to
good-
be ever?
Well, Danny Pearce will come back in.
Yeah.
I don't know whether
Without
Michelle
Michelle.
Cozy is playing. I'm not sure.
That's
Well,
the-
they
that's the
look the
one.
goods when those 3 are on the court together.
Yeah.
But, maybe without.
They've got to turn it around. Jen Cameron 16 and 10. Bridget O'Neill 11 and 10. Jamie Lee Pearce 19 points for Latrobe City. Great win, Hawthorn. They're up and about. Latrobe City have got a lot of work to do and they're playing catch up right now. Geelong 72 went down to Craigieburn 84. Big game this one. Eagles remain unbeaten. Geelong's first loss. I reckon they're the best two teams in the competition.
Well, that's a
no
pretty
disrespect to
high standing
Whittlesea.
game. 84 to 72
Yep.
indicates to me that's a pretty high quality game.
Yep.
Tennille Cam was at her best, 28 points on her.
What about?
Big Tennille
Yeah,
Cam.
come on, your free throws. You love it.
13 to 13 from the
Wow.
foul line.
Ooh, nice job. That's why she's my favourite women's player in the Big V.
She can knock down free throws.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good highlight reel. Julia D'Annunzio had 24. Ellie McLean had 16. Amy Weld had 20 and
Good
13
player.
for Geelong. Jay Con 20 and Sailor had 16.
Jay Con's having a good season.
Yeah, she's having
She's
a
been
great
very
season,
good for
especially the
Geelong.
last couple of rounds.
Yep.
Yeah, she's been up.
I think she was a little bit down last season, but she's definitely up at the moment. Whittlesea 69 defeated Warrandyte 55. Pacers get the win with a 44-27
You
second
know
half.
why this happened?
Don't be stupid. Pacers shot at 45%. Venom
Why?
shot at
He wasn't
24%.
Oh, yeah.
No, I wasn't there. Venom were
Didn't
missing.
feel like it. Just didn't feel like
Took
it.
a night off. He knew they weren't going to win.
It was a day off. It was a Sunday game, and no, I wasn't feeling 100% and didn't want to spread it with the team. That's all.
You don't want to do that.
Soft.
That's right.
Venom.
Put one of those masks on. The
Oh yeah, imagine that. Meg Dargan, Steph Thomas didn't play this game for the Venom.
And the coach
The
was
coach was missing. Yeah, Danielle Linton. You wrote that, not me. You wrote it. Danielle Linton, 17 points for Whittlesea. Rachel Wansborough, 16 and 12 for the Venom. Good win. Pacers tight first half. They just edged clear in the second half.
Good win in Pacers, but I don't think that your team did that bad with the players that were
Yeah,
missing.
I agree.
Probably thought the margin would have been a little bit.
Whittlesea can't read too much into that. I think Warrandyte are going to be a good test for
I'll tell you
Whittlesea
one thing-
next time they play when they have a full list.
I'll tell you one thing to come out of that game is the importance of Amanda Hendricks.
Yep.
Venom were up by 3 points at half time. Amanda Hendricks did an ankle in the first half, didn't
Yeah.
play the whole second half.
Yeah, okay.
She's really important to that team, and hopefully she's not out for too long. So,
Just what you need, another injury.
just
mate.
another injury. If you want a game for us this week, you might get one. I think we're only down to about 6. So,
worries.
Camberwell 61 defeated Sunbury 55. Really close game throughout. Jets had their chances here.
Yeah, and you know what? Again, I know. Okay, they lost, but it was nice to see Sunbury after the last few weeks where they've just been thumped to show us something. You know, so they'll be disappointed they didn't. get
Camberwell
in,
3 and 2, guys.
They're up into the top 4. Like, who would have thought that? Not me. No.
Emily Varay, 18 points. Did we find out, is that M. Matheson been married? Did we find that out? You were
I'll
going to
find
find that out. You were going to find that out
Why
weeks
was that
ago.
my job?
Well, you said,
Well, you said I'll find out.
When you say something, you usually do it.
Never follows through. Never. Prue Ainsworth, 13 points. Emmy O'Neill, 11 and 17 for the Jets. Let's have a look at the ladder.
Craigieburn, only undefeated team at 5 and 0. Geelong 5 and 1. Whittlesea 4 and 1. Camberwell 3 and 2. There is your top 4.
Yep.
Outside the top 4, Warrandyte 2 and 2. Mildura 2 and 2. Hawthorn 2 and 4. Latrobe City and Altoona 1 and 4. And Sunbury 0 and 5.
I want to put this on the table. We said at the start of the season with D1 women that injuries will play a massive, massive part.
And they have.
Well, speaking for ourselves, Warrandyte and Mildura, both sitting 2 and 2 at the moment,
Yeah.
both have,
Both have some pretty
injury
serious
concerns.
injuries.
Yeah, significant
Do you have a
injuries.
surprise and disappointment in this division?
I think the disappointment at the moment is Latrobe City.
Yep. My surprise is Camberwell. To be honest, I didn't think they'd
Yep,
be anywhere
I'm
near
with
the top
you.
4. So
Oh no, I think they're always going to be competitive. They'll be in and about for sure. I wouldn't underestimate Camberwell at all. Round 6 Saturday, Whittlesea Altona Pacers.
Whittlesea.
Warrandyte Geelong.
Who you got back?
No one at this stage.
Geelong.
Latrobe City and Sunbury.
It's got to be Latrobe City, surely.
I tell you what, if
home
Darren
as well.
Darren lets me play on the weekend, there might be a chance I'll step out.
Yep. Latrobe City, Sunbury.
It'll probably add an extra 20 points to Geelong's score.
Latrobe City, Sunbury.
Latrobe City,
it's a big match for Latrobe City. They've got finals aspirations. If they don't get the job done at home against Sunbury,
Sunbury were good last week.
yeah, you can write them
Yep.
off.
I reckon it might be a lot closer than what we think.
Oh, well, there you go. Sunday, Camberwell.
You got something on today.
Camberwell, Craigieburn.
That could be all right, but I think Craig.
I think Craigieburn will get that
Craig, you
one.
burned by 29.
Cool.
Are we done? How long did that go for?
Oh, about half an
Have a
hour.
listen to him. He's already out of here. Have a great week. We'll see you next week on Big V TV.